All right, ladies and gentlemen, what do we got going on here? We've got indoor garden time. Now, if you're a bachelor like me and you may not have a working fridge at home because somebody who was supposed to supply it hadn't supplied it for over a year and a half, you might have the issue of vegetables not exactly lasting very long outside, like in the home area. So, I'm going to show you what I've come up with to keep your vegetables fresh. As long as you do what I'm doing. Not if you leave it in the bag till it goes bad. So we're running into that issue right now. And sometimes you can kind of get sick of throwing stuff out. Like, I got some carrots here. And they're going bad. Right? You can literally just wash that off. Like so. You might need the defuzzer though. You might need the defuzzer to relinquish the carrot of the rotten flesh. Well, let's get off. So then, after washing the carrot, you definitely will have a little bit less on the end. But you can even, after washing them, so just so you can see, I want you guys to be able to witness the magic of how, okay, some of them are a little bit gone. You won't need this bag anymore. But this is how, that one's not too bad. Give that a little rinsey poo. Alright. Remember, these are still living organisms. They just die because they get no food. Yeah, that top one's a little bit eaten away. It doesn't matter though. This one's a little messed up. You know, the flesh just falls off, but that's a good sign. Because that's how you know it's quality. When the skin just comes off like that into like a liquid. So you just defuzz until just defuzzing. Set that up there. Now if you do this as soon as you get them, this won't happen. But like anything, if you just leave it with no nutrients, good chance that it may not survive. Like that one's a little rubbery. I don't think we can use that one. That one's got some black going on the end of it. Not a big deal. You know, how do you think your orange juice is made? They just cut off the bad parts, right? And then they call it fresh. It's about as fresh as it can get. After that, there is no fresh. It's gone. And here we are, just cleaning up our carrots, making sure that we can give them a second chance. That one's pretty deformed. So yeah, you're gonna lose some of it. So this is kind of an experiment, like to see if some of these come back, right? Like that little guy, the top is gone. All of it's gone. Okay. But the rest is not salvageable. Look, we've done it with my celery. Got that living again. And now, just gonna direct your attention to the grow box. I'm gonna set this stuff up in a way. I put some hemp medium because that actually helps to absorb water. And I have a little bit of soil at the bottom. This is really good for absorbing the moisture but not letting, like, let's say, the roots go bad. So we got that. And basically what I do is I'll take like a carrot like so, These are all the decent carrots, they're not too far gone, right? They've been sitting in the bag. And then I'll just kind of like put them roughly like so. Try to fit a bunch of them in here, right? And we'll get our high-end soil. You do this, and your food will be that much fresher for longer. Just give it a little more. And so, as part of the experiment, this one's a little juicy, right? I want to see if it's gonna be able to also regenerate itself. Here's one that's kind of a little bit of black on it. So just like as if you were to have them in the garden, just not as rotten. This one, the top's a little gone. Put them close and then throw some more dirt in there. There. And so, like this one, the bottom's all gone. I'm pretty sure I could actually, you know what, we'll do this as an experiment. I'll cut one of them. So the reason why I do this is to give it some new life. So I cut the tip off, the rotten tip off. And then I'm gonna just kind of stuff that guy there. Oh, you know what? I also got that other soil. Everything's... So some of this stuff lives, some of it doesn't. This one didn't make it. Still had a little bit. But I tried saving it. I think that was a squash. That's actual good soil. So this is nice and rich. Rich soil. So you got this 50% off a couple days ago. No good. Dies inside the bag. But if you plant it, see it's kind of moldy. If you plant it, it usually will grow back. That's the crazy part. So this one I'm just going to put in the corner here. Throw this guy in there. This one got a little bit of top rot. This one's got a little bit of bottom rot. It's so bottom that the bottom is so rotten that it's actually bending. Just setting it up so you don't want them too close. You want them to have some room. But you watch, in a few days, all these tops will start getting green. This one probably can move over slightly. This is how you give life to old food. Especially vegetables. Root vegetables, it's real good to do this. I got another, I'll plant another carrot here somewhere. So this guy's all like, kind of pretty much mushy. What I'm gonna do, as you can see, there's a bunch of mushy. And if you that's what this is for. This is to clean your vegetables. Just kidding. It's also to hydrate them for the tranny planting. I'll set him there. We'll get a lot of this soil. I'm gonna throw some beets in there too, because we got some beets. Can't beat it. I'm a little soft, that guy. I feel like this one's kind of soft. Put him there. And just basically just fill up the carrots until the tops are covered, pretty much almost covered, right? Like how carrots like to be. This is just better than putting them in the fridge. So if you get them fresh, I'll make sure that guy gets some dirt. If you get them fresh and you want to keep them fresh, this is the best way to keep them fresh. Just replant them. Usually they pick them early anyways, right? So I'm gonna raise this bead a little higher, just because I'm actually gonna put more here. I'm gonna bury that one too. It's way better than the fridge for them. So I'll probably put a couple more. Find that one's kind of hurting. Try to get to these before they go bad. Like I buy them for juicing. And see, they're all kind of, this one's kind of going. That's from the potted soil I took out. Throw a little more in the back end. Well, you just use one of these styrofoam boxes, they work real good. Just turn these around. That way you can see that end. And I'll throw the ones that are the most hurting in so they can survive. Just because the bag keeps them moist in a way where so they can go bad. Beets are very hardy vegetables, right? They can. That looks like it's almost dead. So does that one. So I'll just put those there, right? And maybe if I can move that over a little bit, and that guy over, I can throw in another one. Like that. And I just throw the soil. Because we're going to end up watering this too, right? A little more. Just break up all the clumps. And just leave them covered. I'll throw some more on the carrots here. Then I'll just give her a little water. Oh, watering. So you don't want to plant them just in raw soil. You just let them soak a little. Spilled some water, so I'm cleaning it up. So we've planted the carrots and the beets. Give them a little bit of water. Usually I like to use a spray bottle. You know what? I have one here. This one missed everything. Just to kind of get everything nice and damp. But dampen away. And so, see how it's nice and moist now? So now when I do the actual beets, I'm going to throw the rest of these beets in. And this is soil's been sitting a little bit, so it's kind of hard. But I don't need to break it up, I just need to add to the top of it, right? So I'm going to just kind of break up the top a little bit. Just to kind of have some good medium at the bottom that's more pliable. Flip it around. And I have some other soil that I can throw in here that's going to be just so I can root a little better. I'll throw some of the shredded hemp stuff in. This will help it breathe and stay moist. I figured I would try to save this watermelon here, but it didn't work out. So now we're just gonna pull that out. It's gonna go in the compost. So we threw that in the compost. Watermelon didn't make it. These are things I brought in from outside, right? Now, I'm gonna throw this. Oh, I should have waited actually. Silly me. I guess what I can do is just kind of leave that one there. This is nice, cool soil too. They're gonna love this. I'm gonna put 2 small ones. No. Put 2 big ones. Yeah, even though this other plant was dead in that section, I could throw a few of these beets in here, give them enough space to kind of this is good soil too. This is straight from the garden. I'm gonna put this on top over here and just make room to get a couple more in there. And they're gonna start growing too. That's the best part. So they'll be a little bit bigger than when you plant. So this one I should be able to put. Dump some dirt on my foot. All right. That's the beauty of this. If you just kind of leave it like they're planted, just that cool soil, they love that. The other reason why they're probably going bad is because it's warm in the house and I have them in that bag. Just want to make sure everything is nicely covered all the way around. So now there's all our beets in one place. I just dumped a bunch of soil on the ground. No big deal. Because we can just throw it back. Boom. So I'm going to water this one too. I think what I'm going to do actually this time is use the sink over here, use the hose to water them. There. Now, that can soak up. I got a little bit of a hole on the side here, but it should all end up in the dirt. That's really how I should soak the other ones. So I'm gonna move that box. I'm gonna put it over here somewhere. Let me just set up the camera a little bit better. Jack's indoor garden secrets here. Put that here. that there. And then I'm going to just hose the other ones down a little bit more. Just to give it a better moisturizing. I'm going to hit these a little bit more because the soil is a lot drier. And then that'll, look at that. That's going to get those carrots going real nice. So we'll bring those over here. Put them right beside the other ones. Okay. Well, all stuff we saved out of the garden. Alright guys. I gotta move the camera in weird ways, but this was a yellow tomato, garden tomato. These are Russian tomatoes. This one's already grown another tomato. Some peppers. Strawberries underneath. Now the beets, the carrots. Not to mention that basil right there was 50% off. It was a basil that they were tossing out like that white radish. And so what I do is I just bring them home and then I throw them in the box. When they're fresh, it's way better. I should do it to these guys too. These ones are pretty firm. I don't have a ton of soil, but I have enough to possibly, I should do the ginger, really. But the ginger you need to soak for 24 hours. So I got some ginger I got from Costco. Organic ginger. And they were kind of shooting. Like had shoots going. Let me see. I'm gonna grab them. They might be done. So these are, oh no, they're still good. See how they got little shoots here? If I soak these, I can end up, this one's shooting too. So if I soak these, I can replant these and have more ginger. That's another good thing. Which I'll probably do that tonight. Make a video for tomorrow. But for now, that's a little replanting process that I walked you guys through. Look, I'll show you the other. I have more plants. I don't know what the fuck I did. Yeah, I'm purple or red. I'm red. So here's another Russian tomato plant I pulled from the garden. Super healthy. I'm gonna use it as a mother. Make a couple babies from that. But man, when you touch these, the aroma. Oh, it smells so fresh, so good. Super healthy. Used to have a tomato plant attached to it, but it's kind of my little garden room. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.